Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Brandon and today we're checking out some tool deals from Lowe's and some from Amazon, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Now as we always do, Lowe's is having their deal of the day, so we're going to go ahead and start with those. Now they are having some DeWalt tool deals on sale just for today again, as I mentioned. Now they are having a 2 amp hour battery, $70, or bandsaw, $319. Looks like their 12 volt impact wrench for $100, a 4 tool combo kit for $350 here, but that does look like it's all of their brush tools, so I would pass on that. That's about it. Okay, so these just 4 tools, unless you're just needing something specific. Even $70 for that 2 amp hour battery seems a little steep, so I mean I would save extra and just get a better battery. But I mean, if you just need some extra batteries, my personal opinion, I think Stanley Black & Decker takes a little bit too much pride in their batteries and charges quite a bit. So, but hey, that's my opinion. If you see anything here that you could need, then there you go, that's on sale. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next deal of the day they're having, and looks like it's just some kind of random stuff. So there is a punch and chisel set, a caliper that's for $24. Okay, I guess that might be good. Some random scissors there, tactical knife pouch, laser display, stud finder, random stud finders. I don't know. I don't think I would really personally go with any of these, but I mean, again, that's what they're having. Okay, moving on to something that's may actually be worth it. They're having Kobalt, all of their tool pouches and tool belt accessories on sale. Now, I don't have any experience with it. I don't know if Kobalt will make a good tool belt. They seem decent and seem reasonably priced. I mean, I'm not going to say cheap, they're just inexpensive. So I don't know, maybe if you're not in a professional line but you do still do a lot of work and need a tool belt, then there you go, they are having that. I don't think they're too bad of a deal. I mean, everything looks to be around like $5-6 on average for just their accessories. That actually doesn't seem like too bad. If you do have any experience with this, let me know. I'll definitely be interested in it. All right, now those were the deal of the day. So again, just make sure that if you did see anything take advantage of it for today only. Now we are going to switch over to the deals that don't end today. Again, this one ends February 19th, so you have plenty of time as of the recording of today's video. Now they're still having Kobalt, their compact utility knife, for only $6. So can never have enough of these knives lying around, especially if you do seem to go through them. Either they just end up getting lost or you break them because you just toss them. Either way, they're having that on sale for $6. Now Kobalt is also having some of their scissors on sale for $6. So $3 for a pair of scissors each. You get a smaller and a bigger one there. Seems like a convenient deal. Speaking of convenience, Kobalt's also having their tire gauge for $2. So get one for each car just to have in case of emergency. Just when you're out, randomly check your tires. That's definitely important. And for $2, doesn't seem like too bad of a deal, just again to leave in each car. All right, now Metabo is having their angle grinder, and it does come with some disc and a nice hard case for $40. But be sure, guys, to note that this corded angle grinder does not come with the battery or charger. So you want to make sure you have batteries to power your corded angle grinder. So all right, guys, moving on from that. Now Bora is also having their 96-inch edge clamp for $70. So this actually isn't too bad of a deal just because of the length that you're getting. I mean, 96 inches that's a lot of cutting capacity for an edge guide. For $70, I mean, on sale from $10, from $80, that's not too bad of a deal if you're in need of something like that. Now Craig is also still having their pocket hole jig, their 720 for $115. So this actually isn't too bad of a deal either. Get you started with some screws as well, some 1 1/4, 2.5 inch screws, of course the accessories. And also one thing to point out, comes with both of those bits. If you do a lot of pocket holes, you run into some situations where this shorter bit definitely comes in handy. I can't tell you how many times I've been stuck with just this longer bit. I cannot screw in for what I'm doing, and it drives me crazy. So this is definitely something that is convenient to have, and the fact that it comes with it, definitely not a bad deal there if you're going to be doing a lot of pocket holes. All right, now moving on, they're also having Swanson's tool. They are Pro Square and Trim Square. So for $13, you get a couple squares. That's not bad. And then Craftsman is also having their 12-foot high vis tape measure, they call it, for only $4. Now this is just a smaller pocket tape measure, I guess you would call it, but for $4, if you do just need one on the side, or maybe even just to put on that tool belt for when you do occasional work. For example, on occasion, because by no means am I an electrician, I do have an electrician tool pouch and got one of these tape measures just to have. I'll leave it on there, but for $4, just to have the whole set ready for when you do need a random tape measure to do whatever kind of work you're doing. Again, just as an example, that's what I use it for. But for $4, that's not a bad deal at all. Now also, Craftsman is having their 9-inch torpedo level. It is magnetic for $5, so that's actually not bad for a small level like that when you need for $5 to have. Not a bad deal. Now, speaking of tape measure, Crescent is also having their 25-foot tape measure for only $13. Now, in my opinion, these are nice tape measures, but they are a bit steep. I mean, $17, okay, if you're willing to have it, I don't think it's a bad tape measure, but for $13 seems to be a bit more worth it. So they are having that on sale if you're in need of a new tape measure. Now we're going to switch over and finish at Amazon, and we have quite a few miter saws that they're having on sale, so that's exciting if you're in need of a new miter saw. So they are having DeWalt's. They're $780 for $500. Normally this goes on sale from, I think, the $650 normal sale price for like $550, $100 off, which is still not a bad deal. This is, in my opinion, one of the top of the line miter saws on the market, but for $500, that's actually a pretty great deal. If you are gonna be using a miter saw quite often, I think it's definitely worth the investment, and this for their top line I definitely think is worth it. Now this is the one I have, and this is the price that I paid, $400 for their 779. If this deal was going on at the same time, I would have paid the extra $100 to get all the extra features that the 780 comes with. At the time it wasn't, so I went with this to save a little bit, but still, I've been super satisfied with it. This is a very extremely powerful saw. You won't be disappointed for this one as well if you do need to save a little bit of money there. Now, if you didn't need all of that power and you actually just wanted to skip the cord as well because you need something a little bit more convenient, they're also having their cordless 7 1/4 miter saw for $296, which actually isn't too bad of a deal. I think normally it's around $300, and I'm going to show you another deal in a minute that they're having sell with the battery, but for just the tool only for $296, so it's just a few dollars off if you are in need of something like that and already have DeWalt batteries. I don't think that's too bad of a deal, and all three of these are sold and shipped directly through Amazon, so you know it's a legit sale, legit tool that you're getting. All right, now like I said, we're going to check out this deal. Comes with a kit. This is not sold and shipped directly through Amazon, so tool and more, so again, you take your chance. But for $350, they're having the same saw and a 4-amp-hour battery with the charger, so the whole kit for $350 if you're in need of something like that, so that is not too bad. And I do believe that this cordless miter saw does come with that drop shadow light, so same as that 780, so that's a really nice feature and not a bad saw if you're in need of a cordless miter saw. All right, and then finally, speaking of miter saws, I showed this either yesterday or the day before, but Lowe's is having the same deal. They brought the Metabo 12-inch sliding miter saw back for $350. Again, I think it's the direct competitor with that 780 there, but for $150 cheaper. I mean, honestly, all three of these saws, you cannot go wrong. And the fact that they're all on sale, this is the cheapest one, or this, I guess I would say this is the least expensive one out of all three, because I think they're equivalent to each other. I would definitely go with this because I think you're still getting that drop shadow light, you're getting a Metabo saw, 5-year warranty. Again, this one's still sold and shipped directly through Amazon, so you can get it here at Lowe's, but for $350, that is an excellent deal. If you are in need or are going to get a miter saw right now because they're all on sale, I would save the money and get something like this, and maybe even invest in like a nice miter saw stand and have a nice kit. But I think you can't go wrong with any of those saws. You'll be happy either way. But all right, and then finally, guys, we are going to end with this final deal at Amazon. Now, speaking of Stanley Black & Decker batteries, Craftsman is having their 6-amp-hour battery for $70. Now, again, in my opinion, I think Black & Decker batteries are a little bit overpriced, but when they go on sale, I think it's worth it. And for a 6-amp-hour battery for $70, I think their 4-amp-hour battery was like a 2-pack was going for like $80, so it was like $40. So for an extra, $20, $30, whatever that comes out to be for a 6-amp, I think that's a pretty good deal if you are in the Craftsman line and have something like their vacuum, for example, that I have. I would use this for. In fact, you know what? I think I might actually hop on this deal because it just seems like too good of a deal not to pass on if you are in the Craftsman line. So anyway, guys, that is all we had for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did see anything you like, drop a like down. I definitely appreciate that. And it'll mean a lot if you do subscribe to the channel just so you don't miss out on any of the future upcoming tool deals that we're going to be going through. With that being said, hope everyone has a great rest of their day and y'all take care.